Oh, hello. Howdy. Hey, welcome. I didn't expect you guys. This is such a surprise. I'm not even prepared. Hi, I am Caleb. I am here with Vault of Midnight Ann Arbor. Actually, I'm here with all of Vault of Midnight. I'm here at Vault of Midnight Ann Arbor to bring you another episode of our weekly digital trivia game, Vault of Knowledge. I know. I'll let the applause die down. In the meantime, if you have not played before, do not fret. It is incredibly simple to play and even easier to win. Just kidding. It's kind of difficult to win sometimes. But it is very easy to play. All you need to do in order to join is... oh, hang on. I don't want to hear my voice echoing itself. All you need to do in order to play is this, what you're doing right now. If you're watching me, you are officially signed up and ready to play. Well, I should say if you're watching me live, you're signed up and ready to play. If you're watching me and this has already ended and we've just posted the video, have fun playing along, but you probably can't win because I can't get your answers. But, hang on, is there any way for me to mute this guy? No. All right. We do have some folks joining in. We have Nutters Mutt, we have Rock Robster, 7 others, Miss Maria, Nighttime Mind, Ray McClaster, Anger, Antares, Jalen. Hello. Thank you all for swinging by and spending some time with us. If you're on Facebook or Facebook or YouTube and you are watching along, go ahead and throw a comment into the comment section. Otherwise, I cannot see what you're saying. Hello from Mexico. We are officially an international trivia show, which I thank you for. Let's see. We've got Little Betty Blue joining us. Mary is here again. Pocket Buddies. Hey, Pocket Buddies, have you gotten your prize yet? If you haven't, it is waiting for you. We've got it over in Grand Rapids. I don't think I ever got your name, which I needed to do, your real world name. It's fine. We'll figure that out. Cowgirl Caviar, howdy. Rob, hello. Rock Robster, always a pleasure, always a delight. It's once again a little too warm for the soup coat. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go relaxed, casual trivia night. Pocket Buddies did get their swag. Fantastic. Good to hear. All right. Well, if you are just joining us, here is how you play. I am going to ask a series of questions throughout the night. All you need to do in order to answer is type them in and hit enter. That's right. All of the answers are coming through the comment section, which means we are going to get to see everybody's answers, which means we will get to cheat off of the person getting it right, and we will get to laugh at the person getting it wrong. Your 2 favorite things about trivia shows. Yes, Suns Out, Guns Out, Pocket Buddies, you know how it is. If it's really hot out, I can't wear my suit coat. That's what they say. That's the other rhyme. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. Luke Jonkman, heyo. Work Party has joined us. Santino, hello. Once again, real quick, before we jump in, here's how you play. I ask a question, you type it in, you type in the answer, and hit enter. Simple as that. We'll tally up the points at the end of the night, and next week at the next game, we will announce the winner. That being said, I have a bit of an announcement, gang. As we draw towards the second half of the year, as we get deeper into the second half of this year, things pick up a bit in the comic shop. So I am going to be dialing back Vault of Knowledge just a little bit. All right, you're still going to get me all the time, way more than you could ever ask for, because no one's ever asked for it. But I am starting this month, going this month and next month, I'm going to do every other week. So we'll do the first and the third. Do you want to do first and third, or do we want to do second and last? I like doing it on the last one of the month, on the last week of the month. I like that. So I'm going to say, we're going to do the second and the fourth week of every month. We will do Vault of Knowledge. That means that we will announce the theme on the last of every month. You'll have a whole month to prep for it. But at least for the next couple of months, we are going to dial things back a bit so that I can still work downstairs and help out all of the amazing customers that we get in every day and help with all of the other stuff. It's just going to get tricky with the holidays approaching. Things are going to start getting a little more hectic. So just to make things a little easier on me, I'm being very selfish, and I'm going to dial back. Beans, we're doing it right now, aren't we? So first and third, we'll say first and third because we're doing it right now and it's the first of the month. So yes. Rock Lobster swag is an anagram of wags. Thank you very much. We've got Hunter here as well. Thank you for joining. Yes, Mary, my priorities are the shop and then trivia. I am so sorry. That's a lie. My number one priority is trivia. I just feel guilty leaving all of my coworkers stranded downstairs. So that's the honest truth. Is I would love to do this every week, but I feel like a scumbag when I come strolling downstairs to do 5 minutes of closing duties and then waltz away for the day. So I'm sorry. My guilt is getting the better of me and my laziness because I am lazy and I'm not going to want to do this every week in December when we've got Christmas shopping going on. So that being said, let's get into it. We are down 50% of our monthly games, which means we have to go up 100%. Oh boy, why did I set up a math equation? We're getting half as many, so I need to double. So you'll get 200% because there's 50% as many. We're going to double the fun because we have half the shows, and that's what we're getting into. We have got Bono, which is what we're calling it, Vault of Knowledge. First category is multiverse choice, a multiverse of choices in that there are 4 of them. RPG, Professor Midnight, is that related to Captain Midnight? Are you going to interrupt everybody's HBO feed? I'm going to interrupt everything. Call me Max Headstrong because I'm coming into your computers. But yes, Captain Midnight is the shop named after Captain Midnight. So I am an offshoot of that Professor Midnight because I got all the answers. All right, here we go. One last time. Here's how you play. I ask a question, you answer the question. If you have trouble with that, you're going to have a hard time with the game. Question 1. In the television show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, originally airing in 1987, which of the following was not a real villain name? They had a bunch of really wacky villains in the 1987 through the 90s series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which of the following was not one of them? A. Rat King. B. Electro Zapper. C. Scuzz. Or D. Dirtbag. Which one of those is not an actual TMNT villain? Rat King, Electro Zapper, Scuzz, or Dirtbag? I made one of them up. 3 of them are real, though. We've got answers rolling in. Miss Maria, thank you for knowing what I was saying, even though I butchered that. Max, headroom, not headstrong. Though he was pretty headstrong, and that head seemed pretty strong. Here we go. Miss Maria says B. Rock Lobster says B. The Millennium Blunt says B, which I assume just means that you're rather candid in your responses to your friends while you're on the Millennium Falcon. You're rather blunt about things. Cowgirl Caviar is guessing Electro Zapper. Pocket Buddies, Hunter, Luke Jonkman, RPG Loser, all guessing B. Electro Zapper. Mary is officially taking the moniker Rat King, which I think is fantastic. If you get Rat King, I want to be Dirtbag, though. If you ask my dad, I already know. I'm kidding. The answer I was looking for, all of you got wrong, which means I'm really happy. The answer I was looking for was Scuzz. Scuzz is entirely made up by me. Rat King, Electro Zapper, and Dirtbag are all credited villains in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the TV show. You can check the Wikipedia if you don't believe me. All right. Matthew is going to be the Rat Prince to Mary's Rat King. I'll be Shredder. All right. Question 2. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe film, The Incredible Hulk, what actor plays the villain? And yes, in case you did not know, it is absolutely canon that Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU. All right. Danielle Odette also fell for it over on Facebook and said B, Electrozapper, which is certainly not the right answer. Bebop Rocksteady Scuzz. That's actually exactly the line of thought I had going, Miss Maria. Scissors is the only thing I thought was real. Scissors wasn't even on there. Wasn't even an option. Edward Norton. Yes, Edward Norton was the villain. I like that. Very funny. All right. A, Sam Rockwell. B, Tim Roth. C, Mickey Rourke. Or D, Ben Kingsley. Who played the villain in MCU's The Incredible Hulk? A, Sam Rockwell. B, Tim Roth. C, Mickey Rourke. Or D, Ben Kingsley. Kathy Bates says Cowgirl Caviar. Which, by the way, speaking of Kathy Bates, if you guys haven't seen the second season of Castle Rock, if you haven't seen any Castle Rock, if you haven't seen Castle Rock and you like Stephen King, what are you doing? I highly recommend the show. It's weird and confusing, but it's, boy, is it fun. Once again, A, Tim Roth. A, Sam Rockwell. B, Tim Roth. C, Mickey Rourke. Or D, Ben Kingsley. Got a bunch of answers coming in. Luke Jonkman says B. RPG says B. Millennium Blunt says B. Rock Robster says Kathy Bates as well. Cowgirl says C with some sunglasses. Hunter says B. Pocket Buddies B. Miss Maria says D. Scuzz. Sophia the Strange has joined us. Hello, Sophia the Strange, and thank you for swinging by. The answer I was looking for was B, Tim Roth. Tim Roth is the correct answer. Tim Roth is very often the correct answer because Tim Roth is fantastic. I love everything that actor does. Moving on to question 3. Question 3 is about an RPG game, but it's not D&D. What? How dare you talk about an RPG that isn't D&D? There's no hope. There is hope because it's a multiple choice, which means even if you've never heard of any of the things I'm about to say, you've still got a 25% chance of getting it right. So stop the complaining. I can hear you from here. I'm kidding. Do whatever you want. I have no control over you. Question is, in Call of Cthulhu, the RPG game, tabletop role-playing game, what dice do you use for the game? In Call of Cthulhu, what dice do you use? A D20 or a 20-sided die. B, a pair of D6s or 6-sided dice. C, a full 7 set, just like in Dungeons and Dragons. Or D, a pair of D10s or 10-sided dice. In Call of Cthulhu, what dice do you use? A, D20, B, D6s, C, a full 7 set, or D, D10s. Bring in your answers as you've got them. Hello, Misfit Toys, Texas. Hunter says C. RPG says 10, which is D. Cowgirl says D10. Pocket Buddy says D. Miss Maria says D. Luke Junkman says D. D what? A D what? You need to give me the rest of the answer. D what? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. D, got a lot of answers coming in. Always McMonk says, surprise, it's a Pathfinder. I assume you meant to say Pathfinder, but if you didn't, I don't want to know what a Pathfinder is. All right. And I'll say primarily use. I haven't actually played Call of Cthulhu myself. McMonk, what is your hard actually? What is it? I haven't even given an answer yet. Are you going to say Tim Roth wasn't the bad guy because it was actually the army general? Because that's not going to count. Matthew. Secret bonus point. All right. Here we go. The answer I was looking for was D, a pair of D10s. You use percentage dice or D10s. That is the answer I was looking for. Boy, I hope that's right because now McMong's got me sweating. Because the earlier editions used percentile dice, but they did have a D20 version. Well, I didn't say what specific version of Call of Cthulhu. I meant broad strokes, broad in general. So I'm not going to give you them actually on that one. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, generally D10s. We can find on that later. Moving on to question 3. Moving on to the question right after number 3, which is question 4. The prompt I was given by Billy for this question was simply food. Billy said, make a question about food. So here we are. Hayao Miyazaki of Studio Ghibli is arguably the master of anime food. Which of the following films shows the largest spread of food, shows the most food out of any Ghibli movie? A, Spirited Away. B, Howl's Moving Castle. C, The Secret Life of Arrietty. Or D, Porco Rosso. Matthew says 5E Cthulhu. Thank you. 5th edition Call of Cthulhu. By the way, this week we're Team Sponge Illustrated. Only 10 cents an issue. That's not bad. You don't get that anymore. That's pretty good. All right. Once again, Miyazaki is arguably the master of anime food. Which film shows the largest spread of food? I don't mean in one sitting, but throughout the film shows the most food. A, Spirited Away. B, Howl's Moving Castle. C, The Secret Life of Arrietty. Or D, Porco Rosso. Miss Maria, Hunter, and Pocket Buddies are all giving me an answer. Team Sponge Illustrated also giving an answer, saying D. RPG Loser saying A. Whoa! We have got ourselves a split between Team Sponge Illustrated. This might be a first for us. Matthew says C. It's all perspective. Pocket Buddy said A. Hunter said A. Miss Maria says A. Luke Jonkman says A. The answer, one more time, sorry, Miyazaki is arguably the master of anime food. Which film shows the largest spread? A, Spirited Away. B, Howl's Moving Castle. C, The Secret Life of Arrietty. Or D, Porco Rosso. The answer I was looking for was actually 2. I would have accepted 2, and Matthew, you got my little goof 'em up. It wasn't a mistake, it was just me being silly. But yes, Spirited Away, because there is the entire market that is filled with food as far as the eye can see, and also is seen with a bunch of rice for all of the workers, and things of that nature. However, Secret Life of Arrietty features people roughly yay big, and at some point in the movie, they're shown with food, which is, considerably larger than they are. So, given perspective, that or that, either one, and I wasn't going to argue semantics, so I said whoever said either answer got it right. So nicely done to Matthew for getting that. Yeah, Miss Maria, the spread in Spirited Away is pretty phenomenal. All right, moving on to... Hey, we're going to move on to our Figure It Out category. Figure It Out, which is not going to be our last category. I am going to end with the ungoogleable tonight. It feels like it's a better thing to end on. I don't know. I'm trying it out. Here we go. We've got 4 different figures, and between you and me, don't tell Mary, but it's actually 3 figures in a pin, but that's just between us. And I'm going to show you it. All you have to do is tell me the name of the character or what they're from. I'll let you know which one I'm looking for. But yes, thank you for saying I am fair and just. That's me tipping my fedora to you. Here we go. Our first figure. I am going to start. I think we're going to start easy here. Let me just make sure you guys can't actually see those. Didn't realize you could see down here. Hello. Yes, here we go. Going to start easy, just to get you warmed up. Who is it? And by the way, every figure you see, apart from the ones decorating the front of the stage here, they're all for sale downstairs. This one also has a little pew, pew tail right behind it, which is pretty nifty. We just can't click it in because it sort of locks in place, and we don't want to have to take it apart when someone wants to buy this. Who is it? I just need a first name. Bonus points. 1 bonus point if you tell me what he's riding on. We've got answers pouring in. Hunter, Pocket Buddies, the second half of Sponge Illustrated, Luke Jonkman, all giving the same answer along with Matthew and Miss Maria. Miss Maria, kind of. Miss Maria giving an answer and then not giving an answer, kind of guessing. We have also got Warrior 1010 giving us a full name. Pocket Buddies going for the bonus point. Hunter also and RPG Loser all going for the bonus point. The answer I was looking for, Kakarot. Okay, Hunter, relax. All right, we're not impressed. The answer I was looking for was Goku. Goku says, I'm McMog, riding the Nimbus, flying Nimbus or Nimbus, either one I would have accepted. Nicely done to those that got it right. Double nicely done to those that got both of them right. We'll put that, that's my phone case. You don't have to see that. We'll put that there. All right, moving on to number 2. This is a really fun one that we just got in stock. Who is it? Look at this. I would say fully articulate, but I would say probably equally as articulate as the actual character. Let me show you this. Check this out. Check this out. Oh, what? It actually moves, and there are extra hands that you can swap out. One of them is actually gripping this thing. Very, very cool. Look at the bowl cut. Got to be a dead giveaway. Does anybody have any answers? Excuse me. All right, here we go. Surfing on a cheese surfboard, says Rock Robster. All right, we got answers. Modoc says Luke Jonkman and Hunter and one half of Sponge Illustrated and Miss Maria and Hunter 1010, or sorry, Warrior 1010 and Pocket Buddies. And then Matthew going for the show-off point. Mental organism designed only for killing. We got a lot of answers pouring in. McMog says Modoc as well. It has to be studying the original Dragon Ball Prezi. Of course. He has a tail. Yeah, Goku. All right. The answer I was looking for came flooding in immediately, and I don't think anyone got this one wrong. Boy, it sure would be difficult to confuse this fella for someone else, huh? This is Modoc, a mental or mechanized organism designed only for killing, or any of a dozen other acronyms that it ends up being. But yes, Modoc is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done to those that got that one right. This piece is $74.99 in the shops, and it is very, very good. All right, number 3. This one is the pin. Mary, look away. I'm going to bring this over to y'all. You are going to have a couple seconds to look at it, and then I need an answer. Krang's brother, Modoc. Yes, Krang and Modoc. Birds of a feather. Who is it? We're going to start with Instagram. I'll even give you the hint of showing you the measurements. Does anybody have an answer? And we'll swing it over to YouTube and Facebook. Does anybody have an answer here? Hey, Allison's here. Everyone say hi, Allison. Hi, Allison. You're just in time for the last 2 questions of the night. One more time. Does anybody know who this is a pin of? Luke is joining, or Luke is throwing out a guess, as well as Matt and Warrior 1010. Does anybody have any inkling as to who this could possibly be? My follow-up question is, does anybody want a peanut? The answer I was looking for that almost everybody has given me, let me check over on YouTube, Facebook, the munching organism designed only for calamari. No, McMog, this is actually the mental orchid dealing only in ketamine. We're really trying to get them to up their we're trying to get them to turn a new leaf, if you will. Orchid, new leaf. Boy, I'm good. Andre the Giant is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done to everybody. Nicely done to almost every single person that got that one right. It was, in fact, stop these damn fries. I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? Andre the Giant is the correct answer. Not many 7-foot people in a onesie with a sling back that are popping around. That means we have one figure left. One figure and then the ungoogleable. This one I'm going to have to be a little tricky with because the name is on it. So I am going to swing back around to give y'all an up-close look while I cover the name. Who is this character? Who is this character? Swing it over to YouTube. Can't really see the screen, so I hope you can see this. I mean, probably. Over here. Hello, Merciless Robot. Jackie Bones! Hey, Jackie Bones is here. Better late than never. Does anybody know who this character is? Does anybody know? We've got some answers coming in. Merciless Robot is giving me one word. I might need more for a name. Warrior 1010 giving an answer, as well as Merciless Robot and Jackie Bones. Jackie Bones just finished some D&D. Nicely done. Well, we didn't have a D&D question. We had a Call of Cthulhu question. Well, now that you're out of D&D, do you know who this is? Can you ID this dude? Okay, I take back what I said earlier about being good. The answer I was looking for, given by a handful of teams, was indeed Lobster Johnson of Hellboy fame. Of the BR and the PD. Lobster Johnson is the correct answer. Collect the whole set. We've got Lobster Johnson and Liz Sherman downstairs right now. Nicely done to those that got that one right, which was just about everybody. Jackie Bones, it's okay. I forgive you. It is time for the ungoogleable question. If you're new, I will explain what that means. Let me start that one over. Given the nature of this game, where I'm all the way over here and y'all are all the way over there, there's not much I can do to mitigate the, how you say, curious quiz goer. Another word would be cheater, who hears a question and goes, that's a really good question, Caleb. I agree. I also want to know the answer to that. And then they go over to the old Google machine, they type it in, they get an answer, and they type it over to me and say, hey, Caleb, I found the answer for you. Well, guess what? I'm not actually looking for the answers. I'm looking to see if you know the answers without looking them up on the internet. Because I could give a flying rat how quick your internet is. Also, everyone else here in the comments is not impressed that you keep getting questions right, because we know that you're just looking them up. Not that that would happen. Not that I would ever encounter someone like that in one of these fun, free, enjoyable, prizeless, relaxed, awesome, fun games. Not that there would ever be somebody who would think this is important enough to cheat over. Right? Great, that's what I thought. But just in case somebody is typing in all the answers, I try to rate one question every night that is phrased so poorly that you can't look it up even if you tried. So what I usually do is I take something and I describe it in a really bad way or a really misleading way. Or maybe I just describe it in a normal way and I let you overthink yourselves into thinking, no way, there's no way it can't be. It can't be that easy. There's no possible way. Well, there is a possible way because life is chaos and nothing is predictable. But who knows? Here it is. I have described one thing for you. You all need to tell me the name of this thing that I am describing. All right? Here we go. And I will say, if you're new here, listen. Listen all the way through. Usually the most important stuff is right at the tail end. So pay attention. Oh, and that reminds me. I can only take the first answer you type in. So, Ms. Maria, I'm just impressed you guys are getting it right. That's right. I assume you have to be cheating. Hey, Patty of the Dale. Hello, hello. I think it's been a while since you've joined us. All right, it's time for the final question, the ungoogleable. Here is your description. A group of travelers surrounded by an icy coldness encounter a baby that is not theirs. After carrying it with them, they end up helping to feed it and nurture it, though raising the baby takes a lot out of them. When one member of the group decides to go home, she destroys the baby and puts herself back into cryo. Now, does anybody have a guess as to what that might be? And also, does anybody have a guess as to what page I was just on? Because I only just realized my bookmark is out. All right, let's flip through that while you all think of an answer. A group of travelers surrounded by an icy coldness encounter a baby that is not theirs. They eventually help raise and nurture the baby, feed and nurture the baby, though raising it does take quite a bit out of them. When one of the group members decides to go home, she kills the baby and puts herself back into cryo. Boy, that was all from memory because I just can't find this gold darn page. Oh boy, I hope you guys didn't want to hear any more of that because I don't know if I can do that again. Boy, howdy, you'd think in a notebook this small. Hey, there it is. All right, we've got some answers coming in. Is that a Lecterm notebook? Little Betty Blue, this is a Just got back to my page. I just got back to my page. Okay, that's fine. This is I got it from a box. It's an Ash and Fur is the brand. Cool. Anyway, roughly, we're getting a lot of answers in. Guardians of the Galaxy, says McMog. Sounds like the trick answer, but I got nothing better. Eraserhead, says Rock Robster. The answer I was looking for, that a handful of you did in fact get right, is Alien. Alien is the answer I was looking for. Hunter said Ice Age. That was my fake out. That was what it was supposed to sound like right up until the end. Jackie Bone says, my video lagged out. I missed the end part. Going to go Ice Age based on what I heard. Well, that makes you a fool, everyone who said Ice Age. You fools. You fell for it. They don't go into cryo at the end of that movie. There's like 10 more movies they have to make. The answer I was looking for was Alien. That, the feeding and nurturing, I may have taken a few liberties with, but they do end up, at least one member does end up feeding and partially raising the alien internally, we shall say. And ends up feeding them, and it does take quite a bit out of them. Got it right before you even finished. Do I get extra? Miss Maria, there is a bonus point for the first correct ungoogleable in, and that was absolutely you. So yes, you get 2 points on that one. Congratulations. What gave it away? Was it the cryo, or did you had it before that? So yeah, nicely done. I am impressed. That's it though. That's all we've got for tonight. That is every question I had written down, and I'm not wearing any other nerdy stuff to quiz you about. So thank you all for coming by. I always have a great time doing this. We will tally up all the answers. Like that right after you said fool. Not my night for trivia. Jackie Bones, I'm sorry about that. You're not a fool. Your answers are just foolish. Actually, I've never watched Alien. Miss Mario, get it! I haven't either, so it's fine. All right, that is it. That is all the trivia I've got for you. Remember, we will not be here next Thursday. I will be here the following Thursday. We will be doing our theme night then, since we're only doing 2 of these a month. So the next time you see me, it will be our theme night. The theme, again, if you guys can't or don't remember, is going to be women in comics. That is going to be characters and creators with the help of Amanda, who has put together an amazing presentation in the past, is going to school me in all of the great things I don't already know about women in comics and through comics and from comics. So study up, get to researching all of the important women. Just period. You should always research important women, powerful women, because they are the best. And you should prep up on your comic book knowledge. It's going to be a great one. I don't know yet what the following month is going to be, so put in your recommendations, your suggestions. Otherwise, thank you all for swinging by. I always have a good time. I genuinely and sincerely hope that you do as well, because if you don't, well then I feel kind of foolish and I have not done the only thing that I come here to do. So that's no good. Thank you all. Good night. I love you. Get out of here.